Okay, so I'm going to start your reading with the Wild Unknown Tarot, just for career and finance, to see what messages you get. Okay, so I'm going to start shuffling. Whatever comes out is meant for you. God, universe, angels, spirit guides. What does Alejandra need to know about finance and career? What advice and guidance does she need? Okay, a lot came out, so I'm just going to take the first card. Mother of Pentacles came out, which is interesting because usually Pentacles is relating to career, finance, family, stability, all very good things, career even. So it looks like it's a mother and her deer. So maybe you're kind of saving money away for the future. Looks like you're advancing in your career, because in other decks this would be the Queen of Pentacles, so you're making that money. Just be aware to take time to rest, take care of yourself, so that way you can provide for yourself and your family. Self-care is very important. Definitely careers related to nurturing and taking care of others. But definitely that's whatever that is, that will be very successful with that. So let's keep going. Finance and career. Any messages for that? So it looks like these wanted to come out, so let's just read them. Okay. So you got Son of Swords. Usually that's related to thoughts, possibly plans. The Swords family is very strategic, analytical, going after what they want, not really sugarcoating it, just kind of going directly for the truth. And having like a vision and a goal and just kind of going after it, just like this owl is going after a field mouse or something that it desires. So kind of achieving those goals and those dreams. Then we have Eight of Cups. So kind of realizing maybe financially or career-wise, to move on from whatever you were originally at, and kind of learning from it, maybe wanting something more meaningful, spiritually related to your career, or just wanting something more meaningful and fulfilling. Maybe it's not necessarily the career path, but maybe where you are in your career. So maybe you want to do more for your community, or just maybe it's not the right workplace setting for you, but just kind of wanting to advance yourself and not wanting to stay in the same place. Okay, sorry, my cat's kind of enjoying this reading as well. Okay, so we have Father of Swords, kind of a very ruthless looking owl. So maybe you're ruthless in your financial goals and your career. Really, no one's going to mess with you. You're going to get what you want to get. And it may take being very blunt with people. So maybe asking for that raise, or saying, hey, I don't feel valued at my place of work, or this is what I need from you. Maybe working with other people, letting them know how to work best with you and how to kind of accomplish whatever you or you as a unit want and need. Now we have the Five of Wands. So this is kind of like the scattered, scrambling card. So if it's the summer, hopefully you've saved enough money. Hopefully you have been, working, saving, taking care of yourself, going after those goals, but also saving money in case you do need to move on and move towards whatever you want to accomplish. You might be feeling freaked out now, but that might be why self-care is very important, to kind of fulfill yourself and make sure you know what you're going to accomplish and what you're after. Just going to move these cards real quick because it's quite a deck here. Hopefully you can see that. And then we have the Moon card. So this is usually related to secrets, spirituality, things concealed that you don't see right away, being out in nature, kind of paying attention to your dreams. So if you're not sure what to do and you're scattered and like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen in my career or finances, it might be best to kind of just reflect maybe at the nighttime. Think about what you truly desire and what is going to help you, so that you go to sleep without any regrets, and you're not up late at night, worrying about your job or your finances, and you're fully comfortable and, stable because you like that stability, but also that you're getting your spiritual needs met, that you're being valued for all the talents you have. You have Ace of Wands, which is really awesome. It's usually the card of opportunity, possibly a new career opportunity, or a new opportunity in finances. So definitely pay attention if you see any job notifications or job openings, or even a side hustle that you might want to get in on, that you're like, oh, I've always wanted to do this as a career or as a job, or work at that place, or even just apply and see if you get in. That's definitely very promising related to that. And your last card, which I really enjoy for you, is Four of Pentacles. So this is definitely interwoven, all that you've been working on, towards stability and kind of, having a system or a network supporting you in your career or finances, so that way you're not, so concerned for your well-being, where your next meal is going to come from. You're going to have that all sorted. So it's going to be more an emphasis on spirituality and whether or not you're feeling valued and getting your needs met, and if that's fulfilling you. But as far as money and income, you've got that coming out in spades. So don't worry about money. It's going to come. Just kind of follow your passion and your spiritual goals, and if you talk to the moon at night, reflect on what you want, and that's going to get you the money. So don't worry about that. So I'm going to put these away since that was related to finances. Okay. That was interesting. Okay. So now we have the Keepers of the Light tarot cards. So I like to use this for love and romance readings, just because I feel like they have very valuable lessons to share. And I really love the artwork on this deck. This is more of guidance and less about the typical Fool card or Tower, or King of Wands, or Queen of Swords. This is more just general advice. So what does Alejandra need to know about love and romance? What advice can you give her, Spirit? God, Universe, Mother Earth, all of the above. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Is Alejandro needs to know about love, relationships, and romance. Okay, that one really wanted to come out. Okay, so we have Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. So this might be letting go of either, if not a relationship, maybe relationship patterns, maybe negative self-talk, whatever doesn't serve you, just let that go. Make room for love and positivity and people that will support you, and just foster those good relationships and spend less time on those that drain you and take away from you and make you doubt yourself. I'm also going to bring out some rose quartz and some cherry quartz because it's related to love and relationships. Anything else we need Alejandro to know about love and relationships? Oh, when I said that, this came out. White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So interesting that it mentioned wound and patterns. So maybe it's something from your childhood. Maybe it's relationships you saw growing up, or things you would tell yourself, any wounds inflicted by family members, or just negative self-talk you inherited maybe from your parents and family, and maybe the way they communicate in relationships. Whatever that is that's been upsetting you or bothering you, or maybe putting obstacles in your way, it's time to let go of that. That can be very difficult sometimes because we're so traditional and family-based, and we want to kind of not be our parents, but sometimes we end up repeating those same patterns because that's what we're programmed, but we can always reprogram. Oh, and last card, the Shekinah, Sacred Self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the rhythm of life. So maybe a way to let go of these patterns, and the wounds, is to put that time and energy into yourself, into your gifts. So if you're a dancer, dance your butt off. If you're a singer, sing your heart out. If you're a writer, write. Anything creative or anything that gives you joy, even if it's like sports, soccer, baseball, swimming, running, walking, hiking. Anything that makes you in tune with your inner self and goddess within, that will help you attract light and love. And through that can be very healing and restorative and make you just amazing and magnetic and attract those positive things because you have it in you. You just need to let go of negative things that don't serve you anymore, that maybe you used to do, but that's not going to work anymore, not for this new love life or lifetime or life cycle. Okay, so I feel satisfied with that, so I'm going to put these away, but if you want more, just let me know. So I'm going to do Crystal Tarot for spirituality, any spiritual lessons and guidance that you need. What does Alejandra need to know about her life journey? What lessons should Alejandra take to heart? What will help her through her life? What will give her strength and guidance? What do you need her to know? that really wanted to come out. Three of Cups. So, in relation to life and spirituality, this is celebration, your cup's overflowing, maybe a graduation, wedding, birthday coming up for someone you know, partying, just kind of enjoying life, taking it easy, especially if you've been working hard this past year, just kind of enjoying your friends and your family and just letting that regenerate yourself, because it can be really draining teaching. So definitely enjoy that free time, take advantage. What else does Alejandra need to know? Oh, that one wanted to come out. The Hermit. So this card is usually one of sometimes isolation, but not in a negative sense, but just kind of taking that time for yourself to regenerate, recoup. Maybe spiritual journeys, so if you need time to meditate or pray or go to church, or even be out in nature and walk, by the water or among the trees, maybe that's what you need to do to kind of restore yourself and keep moving forward in your spiritual journey through life. It's always really good to reflect. Sometimes we're go, 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 and we need to learn how to relax and rest. I have a hard time with that as well, but it looks like that's what you really need to do. So once you're done partying and celebrating, maybe take that time to yourself and just kind of rest, relax, and focus on what your next steps are, how you want to get closer to God maybe, or just what you want out of life. Put that there. No. Okay. What else does Alejandra need to know? Sorry. Oh, that one. So this is Nine of Swords. So this is an interesting card. I know it well. This relates to anxiety, sleepless nights, maybe insomnia, just all those thoughts keeping you up at night. Sometimes they're real, and other times it's your insecurity and your self-doubt creeping in. So I'm going to look into the booklet just to give a little more insight on what you can do to help you related to that. So this is a stressful time for you, and you can become snowed under by your emotions. It's easy for you to become tied to a depressing cycle of your thoughts and emotions about the past, leading to feelings of self-pity and vulnerability and sleepless nights. Pull yourself out of the gloom with Sunstone, which relieves fear and eases stress. It can also bring vitality you need now. Place the Sunstone crystal on your sacral chakra for 30 minutes to revitalize you daily. Look forward, not back, and you'll soon be through this phase. So definitely, that sounds like really good advice. So this is Sunstone. If you want more details, just message me. But this is a really positive stone. I have a bracelet with it. I'm not wearing it now, but it's supposed to help confidence and just kind of recharging your self-worth and happiness even. And a lot of times we can go through times of darkness and where we, kind of get engulfed by our emotions because we feel very deeply because we're empathetic and we put so much energy into other people, but sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. So taking that time to meditate, and then for the sacral chakra, that's usually located right here, kind of where our reproductive organs are, so like your ovaries, that kind of area below the belly button and abdomen area, and just placing like maybe this size or smaller of sunstone, which you could buy probably at a crystal shop or even online, and just kind of taking deep, soothing breaths. So like inhaling, exhaling, even if it's not 30 minutes, like even 3 minutes, any kind of meditation and taking that time for yourself is going to help you even before you go to bed. That might help with the insomnia, or if you've had trouble staying asleep, even if you wake up in the middle of the night, that's a good way to kind of ease yourself back into sleep. And Hermit definitely emphasizes meditation. So let me just look into that, because I feel like that might have a relevant message too. Okay, so Hermit. Too much information is coming at you. Aspects of life are becoming confusing. This is a time for solitude, where you can find some space and peace for yourself. It is a period of looking within, meditation, and spending time alone. If you feel like you're searching in the dark, and the answer is within, the bright light inside you all along. You may feel you need a teacher to help you, or this could be a time for you to be helping and guiding others. The light of the Hermit's lamp is symbolic of knowledge, and this knowledge lights your darkest past. Virgo suggests discrimination, so pay attention to the details of all the new information that will come your way, but without being judgmental. Choose carefully which pieces are useful for you. The solar plexus chakra is your physical center, so focus on this area during this time of seeking. So your solar plexus is your actual abdomen, it's your stomach. So if you've been having digestive issues or bloating or cramps, it's definitely recommended that you eat yellow fruit, so like bananas, what else is yellow? Maybe mangoes, orange juice, I don't know. That's not yellow, but you get kind of my idea. And just kind of massaging your stomach, even if you're having issues. For some reason, that always helps me feel better. And just taking that time to really take care of yourself. If you have any yellow clothing, maybe wear that, or place it on your stomach, or maybe be around sunflowers, anything yellow in your life that you enjoy being around, maybe emphasize on that. So let's move on to the Lightworker Oracle. See if you have any messages from angels, spirits, that sort of thing. Okay, so the first card that came out is Unplug from Mass Consciousness. Just move these. Okay. Alright. Card number 7. There is a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of what is too small for your soul. So I feel like this really resonates with the rest of the reading, and it ties it in pretty beautifully. That anything we've been told by social media, TV, radio, movies, film, books even, our family, our church, our culture, that is based on fear and, oh, what are other people going to think, or how is that going to make me look? That's based on fear, and even though it's easy to kind of fall into those patterns, it's best that we let go of that and release that, because that's not going to serve you, and it's not going to make you happy or fulfill any kind of purpose, and money runs away from fear. So if you're fearful about anything, really, it's going to elude you. But if you're confident in God and the universe, then it's going to come to you. If you feel abundant, you're going to attract abundance. So that comes in love, finance, career, spirit, anything. The first step is to kind of challenge those thought patterns or those old ways of thinking, especially if you're aware that that's not what you want to be thinking or the way you want to be living your life based off of fear. And it's hard to trust because, other people can criticize or resist your choices. They might be uncomfortable, but higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving, higher reality. If you've been thinking along new lines and wonder if you're going crazy, your guidance tells you you're doing a great job. You're not crazy. Trust yourself. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to the mass consciousness. It may seem scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you'll enjoy the process much more. So this might even be staying off social media for a while, or not being glued to your phone and just watching things on the internet. It could just be restoring yourself back to nature, taking a hike or a long walk on the beach, or just meditating on the grass. It can be something simple, or taking your dog on a walk to the park. I don't know if you have a dog, but something where you're out in the open, fresh air, and just kind of connecting yourself and your soul to nature, because that's what we're a part of. In the big scheme of things, we're all a part of nature. But society is man-made. So just kind of reminding yourself to not follow through with fear and just keep moving forward. And it helps if you kind of think of what calms you, what gives you hope, what encourages you, if it's your family, if it's your loved one, your pet, just anything that keeps you going through the day and encourages you to embrace all aspects of yourself and just encourage change and movement, because you're headed in the right direction. So whatever it is you've changed about yourself or plan to change, you're headed in the right direction. Even if others might think it's weird or not be as accepting of what you want to do with your life or what you're planning, or if you have different thoughts on marriage or career or just how you carry yourself, just know that, it's for a reason, and that the world needs whatever you have to offer in your unique gifts and talents. Okay, so I kind of want to pull another card just because I'm curious what else will come out. Okay, so let's see. Any last words for Alejandra? Anything she needs to know? Oh. Reassurance of the golden light. So this has been coming up for a lot of readings that I've done today, so I find that really interesting. But basically this card is saying whatever steps you're taking, just to be reassured that, God's got you. The universe has your back. You are loved. If you have any loved ones that have passed or deceased, they are your angels. And I'm convinced of that because I've received signs myself in life that, I used to not believe at all in God or the afterlife or angels, but so many things have happened to me that I can't not believe it. And so if you are receiving any signs in the form of numbers, things you hear, things you see, anything that reminds you of your loved ones that have passed on, pay attention to that. That's just confirmation that they are with you. You're not alone. They see what you're doing. They love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, which seems repetitive, but I hope, the message comes across that if you're serving your higher purpose, if you're living through a place of love and light, you can let go of that fear. It's not going to help you in any way. It's only going to hold you back. So just encourage yourself to kind of keep pushing the envelope, keep moving forward, have faith that whatever is meant to be will be, and it'll be for your best good and for the world's best good. Because in the end, that's what needs to happen. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. It's the first reading I've ever recorded, so let me know if you liked it, anything you didn't like or I should change. I know the lighting is not the best, so I'm learning as well. So if you need anything, you can pause this video, you can rewind it, so that's why I recorded it, just so I don't forget anything. And just intuitively, what I'm getting is you've probably had a hard life, or you've had to overcome lots of obstacles, if not related to family and social issues, maybe just in your interpersonal journey, how you feel about yourself and your confidence. But honestly, that's not a reflection of your true self. That's self-imposed by your environment. And just remember to listen to that inner voice that says, I am worthy. I am a child of God. I am beautiful. I am perfect. Because in the end, that's all that matters. Everything everyone else says is just noise to distract you from your true calling and your true purpose. And I honestly believe that, people that have gone through darkness or periods of depression or struggle really are, the lightest lights that are shining brightly and have something to share with us that we need to learn as a society and as a greater impact on the world. So whatever form that comes in, whether it's teaching or writing or speaking, mentoring, that's what you need to be doing. And if you keep moving towards your purpose, the money, the love, the self-confidence, the spiritual insights, those will come. So just keep following your heart and do what you gotta do, and everything else will work out. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Bye and have a great day.